Tabernacle. I just got back from California. You can vote if you want, but I wouldn't feel jealous. You guys are way gayer here. I don't know if that's what you were worried about, but you are. Don't worry, you got them beat. I mean, goddamn, I even watch the television shows they shoot in Atlanta. I was watching Walking Dead. See all these gay black zombies in the background? Man, this place is gay. I had no fucking idea. No disrespect. And congratulations on the Supreme Court and all that. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm saying. It's right. The gays beat the system. Took them a millennium, but they beat that motherfucker today. Congratulations. The rest of America doesn't even understand what the fuck happened. You know, honestly, I mean, listen, this is the last call, gay people. Are you sure you want to be married? Are you sure? Just think about it. It's not easy. I'm telling you right now, I'm giving the gays some advice. If you have a gay family member or friend, you go home and you tell them that I said, think about this. I'm not going to fight you. That's what you want. God bless you. But remember, Peter, with great power comes great responsibility. I'm young, I've been married a long time now. Real long time. And I can tell, I feel it. I don't feel a burn, but it's like, I'm not myself anymore. I'm not the same guy I used to know on television. I depend on this woman too much. That's the problem. I depend on her ass so much, my kids think I'm their brother or some shit. Tell my boys, hey y'all, let's watch TV. And they'd be like, Mom said they can't. The fuck? What? I have a car, we can do whatever the fuck we want. Let's get out of here. World rules. Oh, the arguments. Yeah, we argue. And, you know, a lot of comedians are like this. You know, if you saw us at the house arguing, you wouldn't believe that we were the same people you knew. You definitely wouldn't believe it was me. I'm like a bobblehead, I just agree. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. I was wrong. This doesn't matter. I have a creative outlet. I let her win at the house, and then I go to a comedy club, and I light her ass up. It's wrong. It's very cowardly, but it just makes me feel better. We had a particularly bad fight one night, and that's exactly what I did. And I was at the comedy club, and I was fucking killing it. I mean, I hadn't really done this well in a long time. And I felt good. I was like, man, I'm glad we fought. This shit is fucking fantastic. And then I looked underneath the lights, and she was in the back of the room. And she brought her oldest son with her. Very dirty tactic. And I manned up. I didn't stop. I kept talking all that shit. It was bad. It was funny. And I got off the stage, standing right by the edge of the stage. She's waiting on me. She says it in front of everybody. She's like, fuck you, David. I said, fuck you too. I went to my car, and my car wouldn't start. And I ran to her car. Hey! Bitch, I need a ride home. Then I got in the car and put my seatbelt on. I tried to pretend like I fell asleep immediately. That's impossible, but I just went quick. awkward, silent car ride home. And then suddenly I hear my son in the back seat. I forgot he was back there, he was so quiet. And he says, "Mommy?" And she was like, "Yes, son." He said, "Man, these people were really laughing at those things that Daddy said." She said, yeah, they were laughing. And he said, "Mommy, I don't understand." And she said, "What don't you understand, son? You don't understand why your father would say those things?" He said, "Yeah, I don't understand, Mommy. What is pussy?" You know, in all these years, I never once considered being a clean comedian or cleaning my act up, except for that time. I'm gonna be honest with you, listening to her explain to our 7-year-old son what pussy was, fucking gut-wrenching. Well, son, pussy is... Pussy is what keeps this family together. And under these circumstances, it's very hard to make a comeback. I'm tired of people telling me to come back. Oh, no, for real, dude, you don't understand. You know the worst part about being me? Okay, like for instance, I was watching the news 3 days ago. I was getting dressed to go to the show, and CNN was on. And then on the news I go, funny man Dave Chappelle is on the road, making a comeback. I was like, I am. I thought I was trying to make a car note, but these motherfuckers... on some bills, that's all, little fella. Just pump the brakes on this thing. You know, it's even worse. Every time they mention me, they always mention that money. They always like, Dave Chappelle. This is what they say. They don't say I quit my show. They say he walked away from $50 million. Well, I don't think that's entirely true. The truth is, I didn't walk away from the money. In fact, I wanted that money very much. It's awful. All my friends would give me advice when I first quit the show. You know what I mean? And my friends are not famous people. They're like regular people. I don't want their fucking advice. Oh, Dave, I know it's a tough break, all that money, but you know what, man? So I came up with my own message, which I think is equally effective. As a matter of fact, it's the other side of the hope coin. And of course, that message is hopelessness. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a very powerful message because it's necessary, just like hope is. Because the world is a pendulum that swings between hope and hopelessness. Yes, ma'am, I know this is not a very Christian-like thing to say, and it's hard to understand it, but it's the fucking truth. I'm hopeful, I'm utterly devastated and worried. I'm hopeful, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeful, I'm hopeless. That is how the world turns. I'll give you an example. Okay, Hope is a child is born in Africa. That's hope. Hopelessness is that child is born without feet. It's fucking awful. But wait a minute. Hope again. Via that child's own determination and the love and support of his parents, the help of his community, he overcomes it. He overcomes the seemingly insurmountable obstacle of being born without feet, and he grows into a strong man. Better than a strong man. He's an athlete. He's a runner. He's the fastest man to ever run. And he doesn't even have feet. That is hope. And of course, hopelessness is that man is in jail tonight. And I know you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Oscar Pistorius, the South African runner. I don't know how to say his name. Pistorius, fucking footless OJ. You know who I'm talking about. In a very tragic and bizarre set of circumstances, this young man shot and killed his girlfriend of many years. Fucking awful. And there's no mystery, because he definitely shot her. The mystery is in the law, you see. South African law is like American law. It's based on intent. Did he intend to kill this woman? And he says he didn't. He thought he was shooting someone else. An intruder. That's not a good excuse in America, but it's plausible in South Africa. There's a lot of burglaries. People in South Africa are armed to the teeth, especially the rich, and if you break into the house, they might shoot you and kill you. It's a lot like Georgia. Or they were arguing, he got mad and they shot. Okay. Let's go with that theory for a second. Let's say they were arguing. Here's the thing. I don't know what this woman could have possibly said. I can't begin to wrap my mind around what she said. But we can all agree, whatever she said was worse than not having feet. That freak you out. The weirdest detail from this whole thing was, this is very weird. At the time of the shooting, he didn't even have his feet on. All the way on the other side of the house. Maybe that's what started the argument. Maybe she had a hard day and came home from work. Didn't I tell you to put your feet in the pocket when you come home? Didn't I tell you never to bring up my feet? Oh, fuck you. Then she puts on Footloose records, starts dancing around with me. I'm losing shit. It's like the third act of Terminator and jumps off the couch. Well, he's in jail now. We can all agree that jail is a place that none of us would want to be, and that's in America. Jail in South Africa has got to be exponentially worse. And jail without feet is fucking cruel and unusual punishment as far as I can see. I don't see how that's constitutional. must be horrifying. Walk down that hallway to that prison, everybody recognizes them. They're all just looking at them. It's quiet. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. And they slam that door, crash, and them lights go out. And as soon as the guards leave, the whole cell block starts screaming out all that horrifying shit. Oscar! We're gonna get you in the morning, motherfucker! We know what you did, Oscar! We're gonna get you in the morning, motherfucker! He's in a cell, by himself, in the dark. Sharpening his feet. No, you're not. Yes, you're gonna get the scissors in the morning, is what you're gonna do. You know the drill. He puts those pillows in his cot and throws it over a sheet over it so it looks like somebody's in the bed. Just hides underneath, waits for the first dude to walk in. As soon as he comes in, hey! Now there's 2 footless motherfuckers in this prison. Click, clack, click, clack. That sound starts horrifying the prisoners. So they hear their feet coming, they'll be scared as shit. He's coming! He's coming! Click, clack, he's coming! Click, clack, click, 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 clack. And then his hope again, he's bought himself some time, you see? By the way, I know it's wrong to say shit like that. You're upset, you got a handicapped relative. Don't even write me a letter, I'm not gonna read that shit. I already know that shit is wrong. Well, my aunt doesn't have feet. I'm sorry, motherfucker, I'm sorry. She didn't tell anybody, she wasn't on the news, and this shit is hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's funny. Be out of yourself. Office, motherfucker. I'm a regular person. Say whatever the fuck I want. You know what? As a matter of fact, I say bad shit all the time. You know why I say it? Just to make myself feel good. I say bad things to people. I do it. Everybody does it. I'm not the only one. I just know what I do. I don't need to do it when I'm doing it, but then afterwards I'm like, that's what I was doing. What's happening, bro? Oh, you work here. I didn't see your shirt. It looked like you lost your keys. You were just going. Man, this city is so gangsterly gay. It's very scary. But I don't make fun of gay people. No, I don't. Man. Fuck that shit. I watched the politics for the last 3 years. Every senator, every congressman that spoke out against that gay movement got a sex scandal. I saw that shit. That one guy that was peeing in Detroit airport, trying to get his dick sucked by another man, and what the press called a sexual sting, which I think there's no way you can have a sexual sting without entrapping a motherfucker. That's impossible. Because if you're not even thinking about pussy and the lady comes up like, hey, would you like some pussy? Sure. Catch him, motherfucker. Like, be very careful to handle with the gays. They're very strong. Don't fuck with them. Everyone teases them, man. Remember when Michael Ovitz was the most powerful man in Hollywood, and he was like, the gay mafia has taken me down. And everyone started laughing. Gay mafia? What is that? You know what he's actually talking about? A gay mafia. And I don't blame him for having it. Say it was illegal to fuck women. Imagine if that was wrong. Everyone's like, this is gross fucking girls, and that's wrong. You walking down the street and you see another guy and he got to become friends, and one day you drinking a beer and you're like, you know what, man? You're drunk, you tell the truth. I like to fuck girls. He's like, oh shit, nigga, me too. We need to organize. That's what they're talking about. That's why I don't judge gay people unless they're figure skating. They get on the ice, they brought that shit on themselves. Now listen. But like I said, I say things about people that makes them upset. And I got in a lot of trouble in California in one of these gay newspapers. I would have never known about it if my publishers didn't send me a gay newspaper. I was like, you're in trouble. Apparently I angered them with one of my jokes. And I'm not going to tell that joke now. Maybe later tonight. I don't feel like... Now is not the time. But let me just say that I felt like they were being unfair and they were being wrong. I've done other wrong things that they could have gotten for, but they didn't. The point is that I like to say bad shit about people. Is that... Amen! You know what I'm saying? I know it's wrong. I'll give you an example of that. I love me too. Tell you is that when it comes to like sex and sexuality, that's the gray area of any society. Some people just like to fuck different than other people. However you like to fuck, I mean, you know, I'm not judging you, but I know it's out there. Even little things like medicine. Me and my wife argued about her gynecologist. I felt like it was wrong for her to have a male gynecologist. I think it's a conflict of interest. Women don't like to go there anyway, because it's this fucking, you know, gynecologists gotta use medical terms, it's upsetting. All right, just try to lay back, relax. So I stick this instrument inside of your vagina. Just breathe normally. Makes you feel gross, doesn't it? But if you was cool like me, girl, spread that pretty pink pussy up. I'm just saying, okay, for instance, I'm just saying, can a gynecologist lose their license for smelling their fingers during the time? I'm just saying, because they're men, how could they not? It's like if you have a good piece of barbecue, you might want to just... Very slippery slope. Not everybody can even say the word pussy and get away with it. There's very few. 50 Cent did it great.
Pussy!
That's right, when you did it. I like when girls say pussy because it's exciting. 50 Cent made a whole radio song about it. You ever heard that song? He said, I beat the pussy up. Couldn't believe how far music had come. We went from love songs to beating the pussy up. It was very romantic. I will beat your pussy up. Swell it up. You're watching HBO. I'm Larry Merchant standing ringside with the pussy. Pussy, you look terrible. Your lips are swollen. Blood is coming out of you. What is going on, pussy? What happened in that ring? I don't know, Larry. I felt good in the beginning. I was moist. I was ready. the left and ride the backside. It beats the pussy up. I like the way Lil Wayne said it. Lil Wayne has a song, he's like, I have a bitch that plays in movies at my jacuzzi, and then he says, pussy juicy. You can picture him sitting in the hot tub. So, you know, Wayne, if you can tell a girl's pussy is juicy in the hot tub, maybe you want to get out the hot tub. But you see him soaking and you're like, what is this strange oil floating on top of my hot tub? It's pussy juice. Unmistakable. Or Lil Wayne was like a guest star on CSI and he walks on a crime scene. Wait a minute, what the hell is this? It's pussy juice. Seal this area. All the walls. Pussy juices. Who is this cook everyone keeps talking about? I saw on the news, someone said she's a racist bitch. I mean, look. She called somebody a nigger like decades ago. Why would she even admit that? What kind of pressure does she have on her? And who cares if the lady from the cooking channel is racist? I don't give a fuck. She's not a moral leader. She's the lady from the cooking channel. She would walk in my house like, I'm gonna fry you niggas some chicken. I'd be like, so? Fry away. It's not the first time I'm eating from a racist kitchen. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna do nothing gross to my chicken because I'm black. And maybe she's like me. Maybe she doesn't really mean it, but she just says it to make herself feel better. How could I be mad at that? I do it. It's like the night that Kramer freaked out at the Laugh Factory, called everybody in the balcony names. You know, okay, fine. As a black dude, obviously I'm gonna be mad that Kramer called people niggas. Furious. Oh man, I'm a Seinfeld fan. That's fucked up, Kramer. How could you? All that shit. But as a comedian, I'm just like, whoa. This nigga's having a tough show. Hang in there, Kramer. Don't let him break you. Maybe you just wanted to feel better. I've done it real bad. You know, one time, last summer, when everything got crazy, I was in New York City. It was during Occupy Wall Street. And I was in town for a protest. Not Occupy Wall Street. It was another protest called Occupy a Luxury Suite. And it was day 6. The suite was dope. The suite was really good. You know, sometimes you might read a book about a celebrity, and the celebrity will say, and then I was on drugs, and then I stayed in my house for 4 years. And you'll read that and be like, man, how can a motherfucker stay in the house for 4 years? God damn. And the problem is, you're thinking about your house. Some of you guys can do 4 years in some of these houses. And I could have done a long time in that suite, but on day 6, for some reason I just started feeling bad inside. I felt like I wasn't whole. I said, maybe let me just get out of this suite. I called some friends of mine and said, let's meet for lunch or something. And I go outside, And it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, hottest part of the day in New York, fucking sweltering, do the right thing heat. And I couldn't catch a cab. I'm assuming because I was black. But I didn't trip. As a matter of fact, I wasn't worried at all. There was a guy that stayed in front of the hotel. All he has to do is help the guest. I went up to him and I was like, listen, I need some help. I'm a guest in the hotel. I need some help catching a cab. And he said, oh, Mr. Chappelle. Okay, I'll help you out. Just why don't you hide in those bushes? And I'll catch a cab. I said, that's a great idea. So I ran in the bushes. And I hide in the bushes. And he's out there trying to catch me a cab. And while I'm in the bushes, I see this man. The man is obviously homeless. And he's digging in the trash. Not sifting, he's fucking digging. He's digging real deep. Like he's looking for something. Like maybe there's something in this trash can that can get this man out of this depraved situation. Maybe there's food or a secret document or some kind of leverage. He's digging in this trash like he's looking for the next big thing. And I'm sitting in the bushes, watching him. I wasn't judging him, just watching him. You know, man, look at this guy. He's really digging in the trash. I wonder what he's looking for. And it was as if he heard my thoughts. The moment I thought that, he literally, I'm in the bush, he stopped. And then he looked directly at me. And then he started walking towards the bushes. I was in the bushes hiding, he could still see me. I said, oh shit. I'm the next big thing. He's looking for me. I can see his eyes. I can see what he's thinking. I can see this fucking desperation. But there's also like a glimmer of hope, and then this like real pathetic, pleading look. And then, as he got closer, I saw it. It's unmistakable. It was recognition. He knew who I was. I could see him put my name together. Chris. Kept getting closer and closer. And finally, when it got real close, I freaked out. I just jumped out of the bushes. All right, motherfucker, stop! Stop right there! He said, what? I said, you heard me. Get away! You stink! Get away, you stink! And then I saw the same eyes. First, he was shocked. Couldn't believe I said it. Then, he was mad. He was unmistakable furious. Fucking furious. And then, he looked suddenly like he was trying to remember something. And he looked me in my eyes. And I saw shame. Unmistakably shame. He just kind of looked at himself, and his eyes fell down until he was staring at his own tattered shoes. And instantly, I felt so much better. I was like, oh. Just then my cab pulled up and I jumped in. And it took me uptown, and there's an Italian restaurant called Italy. If you're ever in New York, you've got to try it out. The food was fucking fantastic. Everything was fresh, huge portions. What a great lunch that was. As a matter of fact, after lunch, it was still early, so I said, fuck it, I went shopping for a while. All up and down the Upper East Side of New York, shopping until I fucking dropped. And then, after I shopped for a long time, I was in Central Park South, and I couldn't catch a fucking cab in Columbus Circle. Very, very upsetting. Very upsetting. But then, lucky me, I saw the horse and buggies that take the tourists around. I looked in my pocket, I had $1,000 cash. I said, fuck it, why not? I gave the guy $500. He took me all the way from fucking Central Park South to Soho to my suite. On a fucking horse and buggy. It was a phenomenal day. By that time it was late evening, so all the buildings were glowing orange. They call that the magic hour in show business because the lights look so beautiful. And I'm hearing the clip-clop of horses' feet as I leisurely roll down Fifth Avenue on this horse and buggy, with the blanket over my lap, covering an erection that I had for really no reason at all. I mean, man, what a fucking great day. It was great. It really was. I got to the hotel, and everyone was happy to see me. Hey, it's Dave Chappelle and the horse and buggy. And I said, hey, everybody, I hate signing autographs, but I felt so good. I said, fuck it, come here, little fella, I'll sign one for you. And I'll sign one for you. And then as I was signing these autographs, my horse and buggy left. And then when it moved, I saw across the street the same motherfucker I'd seen earlier that day, and he was digging in the trash across the street. And I gotta be honest, the sight of him made me feel like shit all over again. Fucking repulsive. Ah! I said. I was getting my hotel room, so I went to the hotel. Problem was the door was made of glass. Yeah, I know. I'm walking to the door, I can see my fucking reflection, man. Again, not a good look. My arms were filled with shopping bags, and I still had spaghetti sauce in my mouth from this fucking fantastic lunch I'd eaten. I must have been staring at myself for a long time. Because the guy that caught me in cab earlier, he came up, he was like, Mr. Chappelle, do you need some help carrying your bags upstairs? Are you okay? And I said, just wait 1 second, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And I ran across the street, right to that guy. Excuse me, sir. And as soon as he saw me, he was furious. Ah! I said, I'm sorry, okay? All I wanted to say was that I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going through something, and then I saw you, and I thought you were going to ask me for something. But I didn't even mean to say that. I know it was fucked up. It wasn't even true. I couldn't smell you. You were very far away. I don't know if it's stinking or not stinking. I mean, you do stink, but I didn't know that when I said it, and I'm sorry. Sir, hello? I couldn't read his eyes this time. He's staring at me. Made me very uncomfortable. It was like he's looking through me. And he didn't say shit for a long time. And then finally he said something. He was like, that was fucked up what you said. I think deep down, probably still in this area, because I was hoping I'd run into you. I was gonna kick you in your stomach. But I don't want to do that anymore. You know why? Because, young man, it takes a very wise person to know when he's wrong and to understand how he's wrong. But it takes a bigger person than that to act on it. And you walk across the street, small as it is, and look at me in my eyes like I'm a human being. It's not lost on me. So I accept your apology. And I said, thank you, sir. And sir, I have to be honest with you. I had a great day today. As a matter of fact, the only time I felt bad all day and I hope I'm not insulting you, sir, but while I was out, I did think about you, and I bought you something. He said, what? So I hope it's not upsetting. You don't have to take it. I just thought maybe I could get you a token of reconciliation. Here, hold on. I put down all my shopping bags. Yeah, there it goes. And that dude walked over them shopping bags, And he looked inside my bag, he said, "Oh my God. Oh my God." I said, "Not that one, motherfucker, that one is for me." I handed him that Macy's bag. Hey, it's a powder blue, velour, Sean John sweatsuit. I said, "Yep. Same shit puppy wears." Be careful with that, it's dry clean only. Now take it easy. Yeah, he was Hey, where my cigarettes go? Anyone know? Oh, I got some. Anyone got a light?
Hell yeah!
Don't throw one from the balcony, I'm afraid of that. Hey, thanks, little fella. I can keep the lighter? Thank you very much. Hey, man. Where's your skateboard? I've never seen a person like you walk. You're the first skater I've ever seen on foot. And you do skate, don't you? Oh man, you're shattering all stereotypes. How old are you? 25, a young dude. Good for you. Fucking asshole, let me tell you something. Sometimes when you see young people that makes you mad, I'm getting old. It's happening. I can feel it. The signs are there. How old are you? You had to go to the bathroom? Oh, that's not, take it easy. Say hello. Be weird to just ignore you, you're good. How old are you? 32, young guys, man. Wait till you get my age. I'm not much older than you, you'll see. 40 sucks. The other day I was jerking off. And just gave up in the middle, like nothing even happened. Stupid. Silliness. Yep. It's not easy getting older, man. I'm not enjoying it. I started sneaking out. This is another fucked up story. I'll give you a choice. Which story do you want to hear? That story, do you want to hear why I got in trouble with the paper?
Every fucking
Wait, I can't tell how many for the story I'm just about to tell is too fucked up. How much for the story that got me in trouble in the paper, which is also fucked up. I should tell you that story might be morally worse. All right.
fuck it!
All right, here it goes. Again, it all started last summer. First, in the beginning of the summer, at the end of the school year, I got in a little trouble for a speech that I gave my son. Which you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is I don't discipline my kids. My wife does.
Amen!
I'm like, yo, you're a disciplinary mom. You might cuss or beat the children, but I just give them advice. Never unsolicited. They have to ask for it. I need them to trust me, but if they ask me something, I'll tell them exactly what they need to hear. Like the oracle. And the speech that I gave my son that got me in a lot of trouble, it actually sent shockwaves throughout the community. It was a very simple speech. And the speech was entitled, "Son, sometimes it is okay to give up. I don't think that's a bad message. I think that in our culture, they always try to tell us, oh, keep on fighting, never give up. And I'll be on the other side like, bitch, ants can't move rubber tree plants. That's impossible. You know, my son was moping around the house. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, I don't like my after-school program. It sucks, and da-da-da-da. I said, I just quit, nigga. Give up, just quit. What fucking difference does it make? You're like 8 years old, you'll figure out something else you want to do. It's not that big of a deal. You go there 45 minutes and mope around for 3 hours. Fucking feel good, man, and quit. It wasn't an eloquent speech, but I stand by the content of the speech. And then I was like, I don't know, you should say that to the kids. It's like, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So then I go pick my son up from school a few days later. I'd forgotten I said it. This guy comes up, I recognize him, but I don't really know him. He's like, hey, Dave. I'm like, hey. He's like, and John. I'm like, hey, John. John O'Malley. I'm like, John O'Malley. Timmy's there. Oh, Timmy O'Malley, of course. What a great kid. Comes by the house all the time. My kids really love him, man. Really did a good job, blah, blah, blah. Say shit like that. Everything was supposed to say. Yeah, Dave, listen, that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. You know, Timmy's been quitting his after-school programs. I still didn't make the connection. I'm like, oh, that's wild, it's weird. He's like, yeah, it is weird. As a matter of fact, Dave, even stranger, he says he's getting these ideas from your house. I'm like, from my house? He goes, yeah, you see, because we O'Malley's, we don't quit. I said, well, okay, we should fellas, we quit from time to time. But I said, oh, wait a minute, you know what it is, John? I did say something like that to my son. That's probably what it is. My son was probably talking to your son and maybe, I don't know, he influenced him or something. He says, yeah, well, you know what, until we're clear about that, until we actually figure out, I'd rather if Timmy didn't go over to your house anymore. So well, I tell you what, John, I don't give a fuck. It's not my fault anymore. Sorry, your kid takes good advice. Are we done? Are we done here? Then I get in the car, I'm mad. My son's in the back seat weeping. Oh, I'll never see Timmy again. And I gotta give him a whole nother speech. That speech is called Fuck Timmy O'Malley and his fucking fire and his stupid ass fucking You know, the O'Malleys are devout Catholics. I gotta tell you that part. Do you know I went home and watched the news that night and the Pope had resigned? You know how fucking vindicated I felt? And I went home and O'Malley's spiritual leader had taken some advice that I'd given my son 3 days before. Man, that shit felt good. But it made tension in the house. Everyone was looking at me weird. And it was a lonely position being made. Now, around the same time, this is maybe like a few weeks later, I started sneaking out at night. At first, it was just because I was hungry. I'd go to Waffle House or something like that and grab a snack. Yeah. But then one night, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out to one of these clubs. Now, you know I live in Ohio. It's not like a club in Atlanta. This club is like in a strip mall. It's the kind of place where the DJ has to bring his own speakers. You ever been in a club like this? But I went. I kind of liked it. What's up, DJ? The only thing is, I felt bad because I was old. Because a lot of these people act like they didn't recognize me. And I didn't recognize the songs they were playing. I was pulling my iPhone out, Shazam and shit. Like, what the fuck is this thing? What's that? But still, I gave it a chance. The short of it is this. So that night, while I was in the club, I felt fight energy. Okay? Now, older people would recognize this, and maybe people in Atlanta know that. You know when the energy in the club doesn't feel right? There wasn't a fight happening, but it felt like some shit was about to happen. And I saw that it was coming from a particular area. Actually, actually a particular dude. This motherfucker was ridiculous. He didn't have a shirt on, his jewels was fake, he was drinking some cheap shit, sister doing bottles, just going on. I was like, yo, shit feels very dangerous. And I'm so old that I actually said something to him. I said, man, I better say something to this young man so he doesn't get hurt. I was like I'm Steve Harvey or some shit. I just walked in with him. Young man. Oh, what's up, H-Man? What's up? That's what's up, man. Listen, why don't you just calm down? Let's chill out. Let's go to the bar or something, man. You acting a little crazy and something bad is about to happen in this room. Oh, nigga, you need to chill. You need to drink some of that shit right here. He's like, put his bottle up and get that shit out of my face. I don't drink from open bottles that strangers give me, but listen, kid. Something bad is about to happen. I'm telling you, I can feel it. Oh, shut up, nigga, get on my nerves. I'm trying to party. And then he body checked me. She bumped me in the shoulder. And I felt that fight energy. I was like, wait a minute. It's coming from me. I would have beat the shit out of this kid. The problem was he was 250 pounds, fucking 6'5", he was like 25 years old. I couldn't beat him. I knew I couldn't beat him. I just looked at him sternly like I disapproved. Said some real corny shit. I don't know what I said. I was just like, you just don't get it. I started walking towards the door, and before I even get to the door, I see him and another dude squaring off. Hey, motherfucker, in each other's face. I said, oh, here it goes. So now I ran outside. And then 2 minutes later, everyone starts running outside. I can see their faces. They had fucking horse fear in their faces. The whole crowd of just mindless, afraid motherfuckers. And then I saw that kid come out, the same kid that I'd just been talking to. And he was fucking bleeding from his head. He looked like he was out on his feet. He was standing up and he was out, up. And somebody pushed him over, and another dude came over, they started stomping the shit out of him. And the bouncers came, and I was fucking cracking up. I couldn't stop laughing. And everyone gets mad at me like I'm the only one that noticed when he's wearing a tap out t-shirt. I deserve it. To impress these kids. I would wash my Porsche, and I drive a Porsche to the club, and I wear some fly shit, and I come out the car, and I'm like, hey, Dave Chappelle. It was like I was back. It was like I was young again. What's up, Dave Chappelle? What's up, baby? What's going on? Oh, you got that tap out shit that looks a lot different than the last one. That's dope. Oh, what's up, baby? What's up? Hey, what up, DJ, baby, shout out. What's up, Dave Chappelle? Hey, what's up, DJ? Man, I wouldn't even do nothing. I just hang out by the DJ table. Kick it. And motherfuckers would come up and congratulate me for nothing. I hadn't been working or anything. They just been congratulating me. And there was this girl. She always just kind of around. Yeah. Pretty girl, too. Very good looking girl. 26 years old. Real good looking, though. Not regionally good looking. You know what I mean? I take her from one region to another region, and she's still pretty. And she was smart. But I could tell she'd never been anywhere. She's one of those girls. She's smart, but she's never been anywhere. So I talked to her. She talked to me, I talked to her. Mostly I just give her advice, old man advice. Bitch, you better get out of this area before you get pregnant. Obvious shit that she couldn't figure out for herself. And I didn't go to the club to see her, but if I went to the club, I was confident, I just walked right up to her. I was like, hey, Tanya. And she was like, hey, Dave. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm gonna say something. You can ignore it, or you can heed it. I want you to come home with me tonight. But it can only be a one-night thing. It could be fun, as long as we keep in proper perspective. You understand? And she was like, hell yeah. I said, word? I couldn't believe she was into it. She was like, so should I ride with you? I was like, well, fuck no. Why don't you go get your car? I'm already parked out front. She said, all right, I'm gonna go get my car. And she ran off to get a car, and I walked out front, and I was waiting for her in the front for a long time. And you know, I don't know if you've ever done something like this before. You ever wait for a while, and you start getting that guilty feeling? Maybe it was a bad idea, like the longer you wait, maybe the worse of an idea it feels. Well, that didn't happen to me. I was waiting and waiting. And then finally she pulled up, and when she pulled up, I noticed, I just happened to notice, there was a baby seat in the back of her car. I know it's fucked up. You know how judgmental guys are. I was looking like irresponsible. But then I thought, fuck it. I mean, shit, I'm out sneaking around anyway. It doesn't make a difference. I just walked into her car. Is this you? She's like, yeah. So you good? She's like, yeah, I'm good. I said, okay. All right. Follow me. Jumped in my car, pulled out that parking lot, made a right, she makes a right. Left, she makes a left. Go up the road for about 5 miles. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I have to turn around, she turns right. Another right, another left. Left, can't turn, I had to turn around again. Oops, go this way, I made a right again. The point is, I had to make sure she couldn't find the house. Just driving around, right, this way, that way, that way. Then finally, after a long time, we get to my house. She gets out of the car, she's like, man, I've never been way out here before. I'm like, bitch, we are only a mile from the club. I didn't say anything when I was thinking. Yeah. I started walking in the house and talking to her, and I realized she's not even with me. I look back, she's still standing by her car. She's just staring at my yard. Really weird, right? It's not really a yard, it's a farm, so she's like staring at the field. And it was a nice night. Late in the summer, corn's high, and lightning bugs are flying all around. It's clear, you can see the stars and everything. She's just soaking it all in, looking around. It's kind of weird, because I guess, in a weird way, I was using her eyes to see how good my life is. Like, I'm used to it, I just take it for granted. She was like, it's beautiful out here. I said, huh? Yeah. I guess it is kind of beautiful. You ready? We started walking in the house. And then I felt a little guilty. I said, wait a minute. You know what, Tanya, you know what? Full disclosure, okay? I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you before, but I'm married. Sorry about that, I'm married. She goes, you're married? Yeah. She said, me too. I said, fuck it, come on, let's go. And then we walk in the house, and of course, my wife is standing right there. Yeah, I'm like, hey, baby. Elaine, this is my friend Tanya. Tanya, this is my wife, Elaine. Elaine, Tanya's been nice enough to offer to come over and watch the kids so we can go upstairs and fuck. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. And as we were walking upstairs, ice cold, my wife looked back and was like, hey, bitch. Don't eat the kids lunch. It was so cold. It's fine. All right. Now, finally, this is summertime, thank you. Finally, how I got in trouble with the gay guy. It's a 2-minute story. What happened? What, the show? I'm almost done. I love you too. I'm not rich. All right, finally, I'll skip it. I'll save this story. It's too long. All right, how about this one? So I went to pick my other son up from a different school. I had one kid in the private school, I got another kid in the public school. It's an experiment that I'm doing. That's what I'm going to pick the private school up, and the kids' school, the private school is, at least on the surface, I'm not going to say it's a better school, it's dope though. As a matter of fact, it's a very diverse school, culturally. There's Hindus and Buddhists and Muslims and Christians and Jews, and there's like 16 black kids and only one black parent, and a lot of kids have 2 mommies and shit like that. And that's why we chose the school, because I guess what they do is they make independent thinkers, which is what I want my son to be. I said, I want him to be able to think free from all that bullshit that we grew up thinking. He's gonna live in the future. And it works, the school is good. The problem is really with the parents. We don't live in the future. It took us a while to get used to each other. We all like each other, but it's, uncomfortable. Like there was a lesbian couple who I'm friends with now, but I used to just say dumb shit and they didn't know that they were gonna like it. It's innocent though. I asked someone one time, like, hey, Kate, Sarah, hey, you guys going to that father-son picnic next week? And Kate's actually really funny. She teased me. She goes, well, Dave, me and Sarah are going to flip for it. And I didn't know they were joking. I was like, well, Kate, I hope you win because you always seem like the more manly one. I used to see Kate at the gym. Kate's one of those girls that work out, but she do the bench press too much. You ever seen a girl that does the bench too much and it like ruins their titties? She has like 2 strong titties with 2 weaker ones on them. Not a good look. But the school is a fucking utopia, okay? And that's what I teach my wife. I say I'm going to Utopia to pick up the kids like this. So I go pick my son from Utopia. And very alarming, this teacher met me in the parking lot. It's very unusual, so I was already nervous as soon as I saw her. And she had that weird calmness about her. Hi, David. I said, oh, that's what's wrong. Well, Ibrahim got in a fight. I said, a fight? She said, everyone's okay. I said, everyone? What happened? Well, that's the thing, David. We don't know what happened. He won't talk to anybody. But we do know he punched Katie Jr. in the face. I said, what? Punched Katie Jr.? And then I was real worried. I said, son, come here. Son, did you punch that girl Katie Jr. in the face? And he was still crying. He didn't even lie. Yeah, Daddy, I punched her face. I said, why would you do that, man? What's wrong with you? And he said, because she had it coming. I couldn't believe it. It's so gangster. He said, I didn't see her do it, but at lunchtime, that bitch bit my sandwich. I said, she did. All right, that's it for me. Listen, you guys have been a great audience.
I want to tell you about. and my car got totaled, but it's okay because guess what? I now have a brand new addiction to Vicodin. And let me tell you something, I don't even drive anymore, I fucking float. Do you hear me? I keep trying to get hit so I can keep my prescription going. That's what I'm doing with my life. But now that I feel even more close to you guys, I can tell you this, my stolen cable just got cut off. Yeah, they gonna leave a note on my door talking about if you like to be a real Comcast customer, you need to call us. Bitch, I was a real Comcast customer in my heart, okay? So hook my cable back up, but I now watch a lot of regular TV and I love CSI. I will watch every single version of the show. But every time they investigate those people's houses, the houses are always clean. And I don't know what kind of house you keep, but I'm scared if they walk in mine, they would be like, this is a nasty bitch. How are we supposed to find out who killed her? I don't know if it was the bullets or the bacteria. She is disgusting. I also love The Bachelor. I think they're on Bachelor 70,000 at this point. And I love to make fun of the women because they are so dramatic. Because it's always one woman that's like, oh my God, he's beautiful, and I love him, and I've only known him an hour. I am so in love with Chris. What? That's not his name? Okay, whatever. I love him, all right? And if he doesn't pick me, I swear I'm going to kill myself right here on national television. I'm like, and I think they should rename the show 24 Suicides and One Lucky Bitch. That's my suggestion. So check this out. I'm 6 feet tall. And this height is useless. I cannot do anything with it. I tried to play basketball when I was in high school, but my nickname was, don't get that bitch the ball, we gonna lose. So, I ain't no athlete, I'm not. And then somebody was like, oh, you could model. I'm like, no, I can't, I got scoliosis, man, I'm not me. That ain't no sexy catwalk, like nobody wants to see this going down the runway. They're just like, ooh, I'm strike your pose, America's Next Top Mutant. But this is who I'm jealous of right now. I'm jealous of short women because short women can get away with so much. Like now people are putting stripper poles in their bedrooms. That's somebody that has one. People are putting stripper poles in their bedrooms and like short women can slide down like a fireman. You know, you can be all sexy and make an entrance, but I got low ceilings and I'm the same height as my damn pole. So, you know, I walk in, I'm like, hey, do you like that? Okay, I didn't think you did. I did not think you liked that at all. And I had to turn my pole sideways. I'm like, let me just put this crotch in your face. Look at it. Look at it. And short women can wear little clear stripper heels. I gotta wear clear flip-flops. I sound like I'm tap dancing around a goddamn pole just, Mom's little baby, love short, it's short. And that does not turn anybody on. I had to learn that the hard way. I just been home recently and I saw my parents. My parents are amazing people. Let me tell you something, it was just like growing up on the Cosby Show, except my daddy is not a doctor and he likes to drink a lot. My dad is almost 60 and he still likes to party. This is the message my dad left on my family's answer machine last Christmas. He said, I'm drunk. I don't know where I'm at. Come get me. Have to stay where the hell you are. But my dad's favorite phrase, because it's all girls, my mom, my little sister, and me, my dad's favorite phrase next to I love you guys is daddy fucked up. Now everything I'm about to tell you about my father is true. This man tried to fix the windshield wipers on my car with a hammer. Walked in the house and was like, well, hope you don't need the wipers because you ain't got no windshield. Because daddy fucked up. But I bought you some goggles. Have a safe trip. And my aunt is a brand new lesbian and she's new. She brought her girlfriend home for the first time and so my dad went to introduce himself to this woman and I'm like, please do not fucking talk to anybody. And he walks over to her and he's like, hey, sister-in-law. Or is it brother-in-law? Daddy fucked up. Yes, you did. That is a lady. She has an Adam's apple, but she's still a lady. Don't be disrespectful. Don't talk to people any kind of way. He was also in the Army, and I like to hear his stories. And I'm like, well, Daddy, did you ever shoot anybody? And he was like, yep. And I said, was it during the war? He said, nope, during drill. Okay. So it turns out he shot one of his superiors. He shot this man in the leg. And I go, did you kill him? He was like, he lives, but he hops. Because Daddy fucked up. But despite all the things that I've said about my father, he's actually a very good, positive person, and he always taught me life lessons. And when I was about 5, we had a Cosby Show moment for real. I went and put my hand in my daddy's plate, and I just kept reaching for his food, and my daddy reached out and grabbed my hand, and he just looked at me, and he was like, baby girl, that's a good goddamn way to get stabbed. And I ain't touched nobody's food since then. So. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. I also like to go home to see people that I graduated from high school with because I'm better than them. And I mean, you all do it. You all do it. You know what I'm saying? You all know. I'm just like, ooh, I got all my teeth, bitch. You know, I love that. And I saw this girl who I graduated with, and she was like the popular girl or the class hoe, and that bitch. And so when I saw her, she was like, yeah, girl, this is baby number 8. She said, what you been doing? I said, using protection. That's all, just using protection. Because nobody should have that many children in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? I can see if this was the 1900s, you needed somebody to help you plow a field. You know, or if it was the 60s or the 70s and you needed a family band for a variety show. But I don't need a bass player. I don't need that many people in my home. I don't. And speaking of family bands, my favorite family band of all time, Jackson 5. What? Yeah? Okay. Did you know that they grew up as Jehovah's Witnesses? I just found that out on Wikipedia. Nobody told me. But when I thought about it, I said, you know what? That must have made recording that Christmas album hard as hell. Yeah. Because Michael was in that studio going, Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list. Fuck you, Joe. That's what happened in the studio. That's what happened. Rest his soul. Yeah, so I live here in Atlanta. I live up in Sandy Springs.